Shabbat shalom. Okay, y'all gonna think I'm crazy today, but I got another rant. So, uh, listen to this. So, I'm at work and my the lady I work for, she the lady that I work for, she's a white lady. She's pretty funny. But she's from the Ukraine. Her parents were Jewish people. So we were talking the other day, and she was talking about. She was like, she was telling me this story about this white guy that wrote this book about Tanzania, Africa, and what was going on over there. So anytime I hear a white person talking about anything about our country, about our land, about our books, I didn't want to hear it. They lie so much. And me being almost 50, they got a horrible track record with me. I just go back and look at history. Their track record is horrible. They not going to tell the truth about anything. So she was talking and I'm sitting there. This was a couple nights ago. I'm sitting there and I'm just like, man, what is she talking about? So when she got through talking, she said, Lamar, I was so pissed off about the way that they exploit your people and the way they exploited Africa. I said, ma'am, they still doing that right now today. She looked at me. Why? This is my point. There is no occidentalized caucasoid on this planet that can understand what my people go through. I don't care if they married to them, if they've been hanging around them their whole life. You'll never understand. But one thing I noticed, I watch a lot of ID investigation channel. I like that kind of stuff. But I also, the Most High got me watching it because the Most High has been turning our curses around on the heathen nation for a long time. So I'm watching, but the Most High told me, the Ruach was like, I want you to pay attention to the emotion. So I'm watching this one particular one. This whole family gets wiped out by this white man. This dad, this mom, the kids, they all get killed. So the lady, she says, that is just not right. This was like over in like Michigan or somewhere. She said they didn't deserve that. So anytime I see stuff like that, maybe y'all need to pray for me, because the first thing I say is this. When I hear about anything happening to a European, first thing come out my mouth is this. I wonder what your forefathers did to deserve this. Because it's like they want us to forget slavery and all this stuff, but they don't want us to forget 9/11. I was talking to my son the other day, and I told him, I said, what we need to do is we need to unite as a people. I said, we just need to. And he was like, you right. I said, but have you noticed every time we try to unite, we're labeled as a terrorist group? He was like, yeah. I said, see, they did in 1968, 67, 68, 69, somewhere around there. I was born in 70. They dismantled the Black Panthers, and I was letting my son know this. I said, they dismantled the Black Panthers. But yet and still, the Ku Klux Klan was running strong. I said, and just this week, did Homeland Security and the Senate label these white supremacist Nazi groups, KKK, as terroristic threats to America. Should have been and done that stuff 400 years ago. Well, anyway, I was talking to my son. This was earlier this year. I went to see him, and he was like, "Dad, every time we was at Walmart, he said, every time you see a white person, like me and him, we could be laughing, having a good time. Every time we see, like, we'd be laughing, having a good time. So my dad, he goes, Dad, every time, he said, every time that you see a white person, you go from this to this. He said, and you have a scowl, a real evil look on your face. I said, son, you wouldn't understand. He said, try me. So I said, okay. I said, well, your ancestors, back in the day, I said, this is what used to happen. I said, when slaves were walking around in the streets, going from place to place, going shopping for massa, I said, and a white person looked at them, if that white person didn't smile, if that black person didn't smile back, smile at that white person first, to let that Peckerwood know that he was approachable, he was hung. And he was like, what? I said, I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So we walking around Walmart. I said, watch this, Denzel. I said, he ain't going to speak to us. I said, but he going to speak to this white trash. White. So we walking. And this old dude, he's probably 60s, 60-ish. So when he sees this old white man, he's like, and the white dude is like younger than me. He puts this, how you doing, boss? On his face. But when he see us, I told my son, I said, I'm going to speak to him. I said, how you doing, sir? This Israelite didn't even speak to me. And he was like, dang, daddy. I said, nigga. I told my son, I said, I'm trying to tell you. When I say Stockholm Syndrome, our people are destroyed. I said, did you see what just happened? He said, I can't believe it. I said, that's why when I see white trash, when I see white people, I'm looking at them like this. Because I don't want you approaching me. We don't have nothing in common. You're not my brother. My brothers look like me. My brothers go through the same thing I do. You ain't my brother. They want us to feel so sorry for them. And I just can't. Because I know from what the Most High is teaching me and showing me, I know that your people are living off the blood money, off the sweat and the blood of the backs of my ancestors. Of the tribe of Judah. I know for a fact that they are. Shalom. I'm sorry, y'all. Don't think I'm crazy, but